Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today's the day we're going to finish up on getting the shop cleaned up so we can get started on our Junkyard Dog and Homer collaboration here, where we're just going to take them both and make one operational burnout car. Get all this shop clean, get rid of all this crap we don't need, and start getting ready to get our cars in here for winter storage. We've already got Linda sitting up there out of the way, and I want to fool with the RT to get it out of here because it is a god-awful dirty mess. And my Optima battery, third battery, is bad. Not it's flat, not it's dead, it's bad, it's pitiful. So I called them this morning and they said, well, it's been 2 years, it's, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm gonna go spend another $364 on my fourth Optima battery. And some of you are asking, well, why do you continue to buy those? Well, to be honest with you, it's because I'm lazy. I've got this RT set up. It's set up for an Optima battery. I really don't want to go buy another battery box and holder and tie downs and all that nonsense and switch it over. So another Optima battery it is. So there we go with that. So it's already been an expensive morning and I've been down here 5 minutes. And then again, I got to figure out what to do with all these extra parts and what have you. I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to get Homer Dog or Junkyard Homer or whatever we're going to name it. Get it done completely, and then I'm just going to start getting rid of stuff. I really don't need to hold on to this. We're not running stock 318s and stock 360s anymore. I'm going to save some of the parts for some of our other cars that are going to be, you know, filling up all of this area. But, and then I've got all this crap that I spent, I don't know how much money that I didn't need to on. I've got all these bushings and brake lines and parts and extra whatever, and I got that whole table full of stuff. All this crap. I got to get my tools all cleaned up, and I got to get this engine pulled back out of Homer. Get, you know, all this Wilwood brakes, all this work I put into this, more or less take it apart. And getting ready to put it on Junkyard Dog. I'm gonna strip what parts I destroyed on Junkyard Dog off of Homer, put over there. I've got a whole front clip here, and I know some of you are saying that's not gonna work. Well, watch, I'm gonna make it work. And then we've got, like I said, a tire amnesty coming around. So I gotta get all these old burnout tires I've just got laying all over around in here in the shop that I got just down to the middle and couldn't pop them. So they're gone to the recycler. Got to get Junkyard Dog's rallies back on him, get him moved. I'm gonna get this engine pulled, get it out of here, put Homer's engine in Junkyard Dog, run our stacks, and then get what interior out of here I don't need. It's already gone to a gentleman that wants it, because to be honest with you, that back seat and all that trim back there is like brand new. So we'll do away with that and get Junkyard Dog the rest of the way lettered up. I got to go out there and hook him back to the truck and jerk on him a little bit more, get that frame rail straightened out. And then gonna weld in some cross braces back there in case I feel froggy and want to tap the wall a couple times, we don't rebend that back. So I'll just set you up here and we're just kind of, you know, get this all cleaned up. And then I think what we're gonna do, I may have put it on, I think I put it on some of my other social media platforms yesterday, that we generally pick a section of our farm that we haven't explored yet, every once in the spring and once in the fall, because during the summer, the foliage is so grown up back there, it's, you know, here all up in your teeth and you can't see nothing back there. So we generally do it in the spring before it grows in the fall when it dies, and then we can go back there and check on the land. More or less just take our granddaughter back there and walk around and look and see what we haven't found. We found some pretty cool stuff back there. Like I've said in some of my stuff yesterday, the coolest find we've ever done back are marker trees, and that's what people would do years and years and years ago. They would manipulate the way a tree grows. So we've got one back there, a tree that's shaped exactly like a football goal. It's the only way I can explain it. We got another tree back there shaped kind of like, I really can't say because I try to keep my channel family friendly, but you'll see when we get back there. And it's real weird is all the land is grown up around there, like with trees and so on and so forth, with exception to that area. It is wiped clean. I mean, there's not even, I mean, there may be some baby trees now because it's been a year or so since we've been back there. But it's just odd, we have the marker trees and that section of land is bare. It's been stripped. There's no large trees, there's no nothing. So it's really weird. We're trying to do some research on the trees. I'll post something up kind of like when we get to it. I like to show you what the marker trees meant and why they did it. Some were meant to show trails, evidence of water, you know, where they could have buried something. It was really weird. And then there was actually a tornado, and I'll do a backstory on that, that run through this. My farm used to be a massive, and I mean massive chicken farm back in the 60s. And I think it was an F3 tornado that went through here. I mean, it went right over this place and just wiped it out. I mean, it was gone. And then my house was built in 69, and it's been here ever since. But there's remnants of old farm equipment, tractors back on one section of our farm back there that are wedged into the trees, and they're still there today. And the trees have actually grown through the equipment. So it's really wild. We'll take you back there and show you that. And then if this seems to draw a lot of interest from everybody or a lot of attention, I'll just go ahead and create a second channel. And then we'll kind of do the Busted Radio Garage stuff, you know, the street, the strip, burnout competitions, whatever. And then we can do our, you know, another channel with just how we daily run our farm here, which my wife generally takes care of 99% of that. But, you know, taking care of the cattle, the donkeys, chickens, hogs, you know, all the animals, taking care of the farm itself. We have a little nature preserve that we've created out back for, you know, to give, you know, the small wildlife like rabbits and things like that to be able to live and not be bothered. And we have a section back there to give deer opportunity to have their young and grow and whatever. And it's actually pretty cool back there. We have a pond back there. Then there's a lake at the bottom of the hill, you know, to give wildlife an opportunity to have fresh water. And that and our cattle as well. It's just not for the regular wildlife, but it's for everything really. But anyway, I'm gonna set you up. We're gonna get this crap all cleaned up, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go do a video down there. I'm gonna take you guys along with me on that for at least this episode. And then again, if it draws a lot of interest and a lot of you are interested in it, we could do that more often on a second channel, you know, regarding the farm and the farm animals and whatever. We'll introduce you to some of our animals down there today. But anyway, it's enough of the yapping. This is Busted Radio Garage / Explorer video today. Let's get after it. All right, so I was like saying a minute ago, this Optimum battery is reading bad on my charger setup. I keep it on trickle chargers and then it wouldn't start, so I put it on a regular tester and it's showing bad. But I had this box made for the RT. I actually bought the boxed assembly off of eBay. Oh, for crying out loud. Contacted the seller and he had the RT engraved into it for us, which is pretty cool. But again, I gave like 300 bucks for this box, and what I don't want to do is get rid of the box and had to buy another. I mean, I got a factory NOS battery box for this car, but I mean, this is really nice. I mean, this is cut out of aluminum. It's a really nice box, and this is the cover, and then essentially this just acts as the top and the tie down for the battery. But it's just a shame that for what these batteries cost, it's just they go bad so quick. I mean, I'll show you the date on this. Let me get it out of here real quick. Let me set you up here. Oh, good night. I think I made a lid. So let's see. But yeah, if you see here, I'll get you down there on that. June of 2019, and the battery's already bad. I mean, it's just pitiful. And I guess that's kind of my fault because this car has maybe driven 100 miles in those 3 years. So the batteries really don't get used, but they sit on trickle chargers. But I mean, I've got some batteries in here 20 years old probably, and I can throw them in a car and they work. It's just it's a shame that this day and age doesn't last. Everything's built to be recycled or built to be thrown away. It's just nothing's built to last anymore. It's a shame. But anyway, I'm gonna get this out of here. I'll run up, get the good battery out of, oh, pardon me, either out of Linda or one of these cars, and we'll get this moved. Because this home here, or this section here, is gonna be Junkyard Dog's new home. So I can park those two side by side and do my work. And then strip the other car of whatever good parts there are, get those out to people that need them, and then we'll just get rid of whatever's left. But all right, let me get this battery changed. We'll get this RT fired up and get it out of here. Hang tight, I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, got the RT running. Just went up and took the battery out of Linda and kind of just set it in there. We're gonna let her warm up for a second, get her outside, start getting this area kind of cleaned up, and we'll go from there. It's unbelievable. This car only has 40,000 some original miles, and it's just still as old as it is. It's crazy. But we'll get her outside and we'll go from there. Hang tight a second. Got the world champ drag racing dog here, undefeated. Haven't beat her yet. She's a quick little dog. Ain't that right, Penny? Huh? Who's that right? Yeah, it is.
Well, they're not gonna let everybody go on the same day.
No, they're not. We had 2 dates to choose from, the 15th and the 21st. I chose the 15th because that's when everybody's going to be there. Here, Leah, go grab that. All right, Leah, here's another one. I know some of you are probably asking why we're using skates and other things to get these cars in here, because you got to wedge them tighter than sardines in this building.
I didn't have to remember being man.
Good morning, guys. It is the next day. We worked on this thing till late yesterday afternoon and then went out to dinner with some family and stuff. But anyway, we've got the shop in a lot better shape than what it was. Got Linda and the RT sitting over here out of the way for now. Got Junkyard Dog moved over by Homer. Excuse the echo in here. Without all the cars in here, it's just bounces the sound around a lot. But anyway, so like I said yesterday, we're gonna go ahead and go down and check out the land today. We're really excited about doing that. Of course, we're gonna take you guys along for the ride, at least on this episode. We'll see how much attention it attracts, see if it's if there's any interest out there for it, if there is, we'll create a second channel for it. Just take on the day-to-day stuff around here. And then this week and next weekend, it is gonna be cars, getting them cleaned, getting them winterized, and getting them shoehorned in here. And I'm telling you, that is a job. As much as I love fooling with cars, that's a nightmare. I mean, we just getting them shoehorned in here. We have to use skates to get them shoved up against each other good and tight. Get the most valuable cars to us, closest to our 16-foot door, just in case, God forbid, something was to happen. We leave all the keys in the cars. We leave, I mean, that way if some, God forbid, happened, the shop was to catch fire or tornadoes coming or whatever, we can try to get the most important cars out of here and away from the danger and get them somewhere else. But nevertheless, let's get after it. We're really excited about doing this. I hope you guys hang out and check this portion of the video out, because it is going to be really, really cool. All right, well, let's get after it. Hang tight. All right, guys, like I said earlier, so we're going to go ahead and walk. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut through right here at the gate for the, I guess it would be our west field. We'll run into the donkeys in here. We'll show you those. And we're just going to work our way over there and start working our way, follow the ridge around. And what we're looking for out here is just stuff we haven't seen before. And then we look for shed antlers from deer, which some of you may or may not know, when at the end of every year, the bucks will shed their horns, and we generally look for those, which are pretty cool to find if the squirrels have a need on them. And just anything else odd. And we'll take you back here and show you the marker trees, the tornado damage that we found a couple years ago, and all that good stuff. So hang tight. We'll get this open. We'll take you back here. All right, we made it in. We're just going to follow the trail that the donkeys made. Those of you that don't know a whole lot about donkeys or jacks and jennies, jacks are the boys, jennies are the girls. They make these dirt beds in their pens, and this is kind of like how they take a bath. They'll roll around in here and get the bugs and the dirt and the flies and whatever off of them. But we'll see a half a dozen of these through here, these dirt beds. So to stay out of the briars and stuff up here, we're just going to kind of follow their trails that they've made in here and get our way back in here, down and around. I don't know where they're at. They might be up there by the barns. I don't know. We'll run into them here eventually. They'll hear us back here. Beautiful morning. It's about, I don't know, 60 degrees out, 55, 60 degrees right now, so it's really nice. Won't get too awful hot. Just make our way down through here and see what we can find. All right, guys, we're just kind of following this game trail here. There's a bunch of them, and we run into another one of their dirt bathtubs, as we call them, I guess. Their dirt areas where they get in here and roll around. It's crazy watching them roll around, kind of like when a puppy or a dog scratches their back on the ground. You got a 500-pound donkey, it does the same thing. It's actually pretty funny to watch. It's a wonder we haven't run into them. They haven't come down here to check on us. It's weird. We'll see if we can call them down here. Trying to make our way back to these marker trees. If we can find them in all this. Still kind of growed up quite a bit. Just really cool to get back here and look around. We're gonna have to try to get it through this one pasture into the other, and that's what Kathy's over here trying to do. She'll hold the fence for us. Whenever you do this, try to get you a help walking stick. It's good. Keep it from hitting the ground. Oh, good night.
Lower, lower. There you go.
We'll try to make our way down through here. I think she's gonna go high, we're gonna go low. Try to find a spot to get through. Got more fence here. This is what you gotta watch for out here. Make sure you don't run into a wild piece of barbed wire. Got some old bones. Fun fact, if you will, we got coyotes, something awful out here, which is one of the main reasons we have the donkeys. But there are, how can I say this? What do they call those? Like caves or burrows or whatever, where the coyotes hide or sleep at night, and then they come out about dusk, dark every night. You can hear them packs of coyotes come out here, and they are just everywhere. And I mean, they get pretty brazen. I mean, they've come up real close to the house, which is again the reason we got the donkeys. They take care of those. They stomp them down pretty good. We don't have to worry about it if the donkeys get close to them. They're good for that, especially because my wife's had them run into our calf pen and try to get at our calves and our chickens and what have you. They'll destroy a farm if they can get away with it. All right, this is still grown up quite a bit, so we're going to try to make our way down to these marker trees if we can find them and show you all those. We'll just keep working our way around. There's another section of fence over there we got to watch out for. Now, there's nothing over here, so all these trails on the ground, these are from deer or game or coyotes, whatever, because there's no cattle over here and there's no donkeys over here. So we're going to try to find us a deer trail and follow it, because they're going to take the path of least resistance. You can see it, there's a trail that goes right up through there. That's going to be a deer trail of some sort. And then there's another one here, if you can see it, runs that way. And there's another one here that's turning up and around. But we've got deer everywhere out here. I mean, just everywhere. So mainly what we're going to look for is on the ground. If you look, it'll look like a bone. Well, essentially that's what it is. It's a deer antler, it's a bone. And it'll be a little bit wider than the sticks or anything else on the ground. And that's mainly what we're trying to explore and find. And see what other kind of goodies we might find out here. I'll put you in front of Leah to catch all the spider webs. You want to catch spider webs? No? Alright. Like I said before, guys, you get out and do this, get yourself a walking stick. It's good to help support yourself. And if you want to like kick over rocks or something else to look underneath it, kind of gives you about a 5-foot separation from snakes, because we are known for having copperheads out this way, and of course big old black snakes from the ponds, and then your standard garter snake, which seem to get 10 foot long around here. And everybody knows I do not like snakes. Do not like them at all.
I love snakes.
I have no clue we are at this point. All right, guys, we found the trees. They're right over there. But it's amazing. It's been a year or two since we've been out there, but how much has grown up. This was literally all bare, essentially, the last time we come here. I mean, like these little trees, these little yearling or 2-year-old trees weren't here. I mean, they were, you know, down there. But it's grown up quite a bit. It's taken itself back over. But I'll take you down here and show you these trees. Wow, I can't believe how much it's grown up. We got a land crosses over right down here. There's a creek, and then it goes up the next section over there. I'm not going to worry about climbing that today. We'll do that another day. But we're going down here and see if we can find the field gold tree and then the other tree. I'll let you name that tree whatever you want to name it. I know what I call it, but I'm going to keep my channel family friendly. All right, just set my walking stick down here. I can't find the field gold tree. Oh, there it is. There's a field gold tree down there. I'll take you down there to that in a minute. Look how much these trees have grown in the last year or two. I mean, this is crazy. But you can see, guys, how thick that is back there. I mean, it's rough to get through. But this section here, I mean, you take away these bigger trees that have grown up in the last year or two. This is pretty much all open, but here's the first tree that we call a marker tree. I mean, it wasn't near as thick last time I was here, but You can see how it's got this dog leg off of it, and it just comes down to nothing. And that's alive. I mean, that's crazy. Just kind of comes right off the main base there and just keeps growing. This here doesn't grow anything out of it, just keeps it getting bigger and bigger, or rounder and rounder, or more mass, whatever you want to call it. But pretty cool. It's crazy how it done that. And then here's the football gold tree that just comes up and just, as you see, just splits and looks like a football goal. That's pretty crazy. We run into these our first year out here and just was like, wow. So we done some research on the trees and found out they used trees as markers, or they were marker trees to show like location of water or buried goods or treasure, or like trails where to go if something happens, whatever. Which, with being a creek there and a lake, that could be an indication of the water there. I'm not really for sure, don't know, but that's pretty cool. No, go ahead. I'm gonna take it if you don't want it.
I don't know. It's not if you want to do.
We're gonna work our way down this section here, get down by the lake, show you guys that. We can weeble our way through all this stuff. Somehow we got off the game trails, and I'll fight this thicket for a minute. Where are you taking us, woman?
We're taking the bridge across.
All right, guys, here's the lake. Ow, dadgummit, got pistol whipped by a stick. Here's the lake with the docks. And it just goes all the way around here. Said there's plenty of water for all the wild game and fishing and what have you, swimming, whatever you want to do. Ooh. Try to get out of the thicket here and show you the rest of it. We're just gonna keep following this game trail. Yep. There we go. It's a 5-acre lake. Just dug in here back probably 30 years ago. Sorry, got a chigger in the cheek there. Beautiful. Not too far from the house. Our house is just right up there at the top of this mountain, and this is just kind of like right over behind the house. We're gonna get up here to a better section where you can see. Yeah, the zip line. So you can zip line from the tower over there if you can see at the other end. Get out in the middle of the lake, let yourself go. Go swimming, have a good time. Get you up here in this clearing. Just beautiful out here in the country. I wouldn't live in the city for nothing. There's nothing wrong for individuals that like that. It's just not for us. Doesn't get any more beautiful than that, people. Not at all. All right, we'll try to fish our way up through here, try to stay away from the black snakes and what have you, and get back up here to the trails. Just kind of following this game trail real quick. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Fish.
Can we get some of the little fishies?
Yeah, right here. One. Bluegill.
Oh yeah, there's the bluegills there. Not sure if you can see them in the camera.
Y'all used to like jump in
Some more bluegill there.
here. There's like sharks in there.
Fishing.
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. Come back here to this little cove or tuck away. Maybe show you some more fish. Maybe show you some big bass or something right on the edge of the water. Got a canoe and a kayak over there. Very cool, very cool. All right, we're gonna start making our way back up through here and take you up to the top of the ridge where the pond and all that stuff is, and we'll go from there. But it doesn't get any more beautiful than that right there. Not sure if you can see that right there where my finger is, but there's a largemouth bass and a bluegill right there. Plumb full of them. Walking through here and found a golf ball. Got a Pro Flight 2. Girls found some walnuts. We're going to try to make our way up through here again, find that tornado damage, and find our pawpaw trees. Any of you don't know what a pawpaw is, it's like a miniature banana. And somehow we've got, I don't know, a couple hundred of them isolated up here in one little area that we found a year or two ago. But you got to fight Mother Nature for them, I'm telling you, because the minute those become ripe, the deer and the squirrels and everything else will lay a smack down on you to try to get to them. We're getting into some pretty thick stuff here. Try to work our way through without smacking each other to death with the branches. Yeah, these are the pawpaw trees. Anyway, guys, like I was saying, a pawpaw is like a miniature banana. It's like about yay big. And it just essentially just looks like a banana size down. And the texture just like a banana. They're a little more tart than a banana is, but they're really good fruit. Not sure how these trees ended up right in here.
Blue.
But we just happened upon them a couple years ago, and we come down here one day to check on the fruit and then come back 2 or 3 days later and they were gone. Mother Nature done ate them all up. So the following year we got down here early and got a couple of them. I think we're gonna make our way down here and show you this equipment in the tree. I think it's actually right down here below us. Let's go find out. All right, guys, not sure if you can see it, but remember me telling you that there was a barn and stuff up through here got blown over by that tornado? Well, here is some of the barn roof and the remnants sitting over here on this hillside, and it's just strewn everywhere over here, and it's been laying there since 1968 or what have you. I mean, the wind and the storms over the years have moved it around within a couple feet, but it's just everywhere, just everywhere. And here's another thing you got to watch out with, another random piece of barbed wire fence that somebody has ran over the years. You've got to keep an eye out there when you're doing this, because that stuff, it'll get you hurt if you're not careful. So we're going to work our way up, keep following this ridge. We can't remember 100% where everything is, but Kathy's down a little further than we are, kind of scoping it out. She's pointing, so let's go see what she found. Aaliyah, you gotta watch this fence. We're gonna have to cross it right here. Okay. Oh, look what we found. Look, don't move. Check this out, guys. Just literally walked up on him.
Turtle.
Little turtle.
Turtle. Aww.
Y'all seen? Right here. Little box turtle. Just out here chilling out. See if we can get you down a little closer to him. We don't want to bother him. My understanding is they have like built-in radar, and if you move them around a whole bunch, they'll get lost and just sit out here and move around till they die. There he is, just kind of chilling out. So we'll leave him alone. We're not gonna bother him. But that is the best part of what we're doing right here, is just seeing stuff like that, just randomly walking up on them. Thank God it wasn't a snake, because I'd have probably just crapped myself. What'd you find? Oh yeah, here we go. Good call. I would have missed that bigger than you know what. But here's a old hay rake that was in that same barn, which is all the stuff you see floating around over there. But just wedged up over there. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna see if I can get down there without killing myself and show you guys this. Well, that's all right. I'm already like, but here's some old parts of this thing still laying here. I thought that was a little BB gun or something at first, but here's this old hay rake, just wedged into this holler down here. We was coming down here a few years ago to see about getting one of the wheels off here to take up as decoration up at the house, but they're just too far gone. By the time I brought torches and stuff down here, there's just no way. But you can see the old brake pedal there, still mounted. I believe this is where the seat sat, to where you'd sit up here on it. And then there's more equipment. See if I can work my way up to it here. More equipment here. I think there's a set of plows up there. See if I can work my way up to those. So here's more of that barn metal. I mean, it's just everywhere. They just picked that barn up and just threw it. Ah, thorns. Threw it everywhere. An old wood burning stove sitting right there. Old barrels. There's the set of plows. I'm not sure if you can see them. I'm not sure if I can even get in there anymore. But you can see the trailer mount right here. Your seat handle. And then it goes down and there's the plows right down in there. Just overgrown by everything. So we got a set of plows, a rake, burn stove or a wood stove, barrels, just all right here. And we haven't went much further than this. It is hard telling what we'd find up in here. Old tire. I don't know what that's from, but it's so cool. So much history just right there. Let's see if I can cross over without breaking an ankle here. Oh. Don't see anything else right there. There's an old bottle. See what we got here. Oh, it's broke. 1974 is that bottle year. Oh, I've got to lay off the snack cakes. I'm getting too fat for this. Gotta get down in here. Yeah. Yep. Set of 3 plows right there. 3-point plows. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. See what we got over here while we're down here. Like I said, I've never looked over here. Again, there's that hay rake. Wish them wheels weren't all bent up. But can you imagine the power it took to pick that barn up and all this equipment and just chuck it this far over the hill? It's crazy. I think I'll have to look. I'll try to insert something like right here. That it was an F3, I believe, that hit here. back in the 60s. And we've had some doozies since then that have come close. We had one that hit the farm a couple years ago. I thought as sure as the world we were going to lose the farm, and we got lucky. It got a barn just a half mile up the road and all that stuff, but it didn't get our home. Here's some more of that barn metal. I see something up here. I'm gonna go try to figure out what that is. I don't know what it is. This is the exploring part of the video I was telling you about, because some of this we haven't looked at. Ooh, there's more equipment up here. We'll go check it out. Kathy, you all right back there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the girls. Somebody lost a trash can lid. That is, but here's more barn. Trying to watch this and watch the ground too. Bear with me, guys. There's more of the old barn here. Well, you see that big pile of metal up there? I'm gonna go see what that is real quick. Got a game trail. Ooh, what we got up there? I'll have to check that on the way out. I don't know what that is either. Ugh. Again, if you guys like this, make sure to comment. Like the video and comment down in the bottom. If you like content like this, I'll start another channel. Oh, man down, man down. Oh. Well, y'all seen that live. Climb back up the hill here. Like I said, if you like the content, like this video and comment on it, and we'll start another channel. We'll go down here and see what down here looks like. An old bicycle fender. Old bicycle wheel. I like that old fender there. I think that's what it is. A lot of you watching this probably remember them old banana bikes when we was kids. Yep. Check that out. Very cool. Very cool. Some of you are probably asking why we don't get this stuff out and haul it off to the scrap and get rid of it. And I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a half-mile hike up that mountain. And getting this stuff out of here is probably near impossible. Let's go see what we got over here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We're about to find out. Got an old jar.
Got neighbors that like to throw stuff on your land.
Doesn't have a year on it. It's a screw top. We'll just set her back down here.
No, that's not
Well, there's some more stuff right there.
no, I'm trying to figure out what that is. That's not, I thought it was an old basketball goal, but it's not.
I don't know.
These are what papers do.
I'm wondering if that was in that barn, if that's an old cattle, like a cattle chute or something, because it comes up here and splits off, and there's another piece. There's a bunch of them there.
Well, I said.
Like maybe an old cattle guard. Anybody out there is watching this know 100% what that is, let us know. Looks like a old cattle chute. What we got here? I don't have my stick. I don't want to be... There's all kinds of... Oh, good night. Well, let's just reach in here. 70s electrical percolator. It's a toaster. I don't know. Pretty wild to see out here just laying there. There's a glass bottle back in there. There's an old feeding barrel. So I think what it done is just picked up the barn and carried it over here and threw the barn down. How was a boat up there or something? More barn metal. Oh, man down, man down. Thank you. A lot of household items here. More jars. Let's see what this stuff is. Oh. Old trash can lid. Y'all probably remember these old trash cans. I think that's an old glass. What's that pancake syrup with the lady on? Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima bottle. Oh, wash tub. Is that an old car? Is that an old car?
Where?
Over there. Looks like an old Model T truck or something. Well, we're gonna go check that out for sure.
You ready?
Hold on.
Stop.
Oh, hell no. Nope.
It's just a shoe.
I know, but... Oh, that's crazy. That's like brand new.
There's half of a toy car right there. Wheels. Papa.
What? Toy car?
Ah.
Oh, that was a Tonka truck. Toys.
Old mailbox.
No mailbox. We haven't seen this part before, guys. I'm wondering. I thought this was a boat from back there. It's just a bunch of barn metal. Bunch of baby food jars. Oh, there's another shoe. I'm wondering if there's a house in with this too. And there's a house and a barn. Because there's a mailbox. Here's another one of these. I think, oh, this might be Miss Butterworth. See if you can scrape it off, see what that date is. Should be on the bottom there.
Gas can.
Oh, there is a gas can. An old bike wheel. I didn't even, look at this old Mountain Dew can. Check that out. Who remembers, hold on. Who remembers those tops? Very cool. Let's see what this.
Oh, there's another shoe. There's another shoe.
Yep. There's an old gas can. It's a shame it's all. No stamping or anything on it.
I don't see no date on this at all. All that, no honey, I already did all that.
No date.
Dates are usually
I think
up here.
that's either Miss Butterworth or Aunt. Do you guys know watching this? I think it's Miss Butterworth's bottle. Or maybe an Aunt Jemima. I don't think it was pancake
Want to do a
syrup.
smell test?
No, I ain't doing a smell test. Here, you do a smell test.
Nope.
All right.
Lily, I'll do the smell test.
I'm wondering if that's an old car up there. I'm gonna get up here and see if I can. No, it's just a big pile of wood. I thought for sure in the world that was like a 30s truck or something. I was about to like go crazy. All right, head on out. Watch that glass. You got tennis shoes on. Oh. All right, we're gonna cross this fence and see what this stuff is.
That's what this is.
Oh, it looks like a toy.
That's what I thought.
Try just crawl under. I got it. Go ahead.
It's low enough.
I'm not going to edit a whole lot of this, guys. This is, I mean, if we're going to do a second channel on this stuff, I want you to see what we're seeing. You know what I mean? That is an old chair. See, there's the back. It's caught up in the fence, but that's an old chair. You can see where the feet went, here and here. I don't know what it mounted to, but it's an old chair. What the hell is that? Or heck, I gotta watch my language, guys. I'm sorry I said the word H-E double hockey sticks. Ugh.
Want this?
Trying to figure out what. Ow. Oh, it's an old belt. I thought it was like a gun holster thing.
Toaster?
Holster, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing.
No, I mean toaster.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't open any bottles that me and Mama looking at. 100% strength concentrated cologne spray. Ciara. Anybody know what that is? Anybody wear any of that before? There's a name on that, so I'm not gonna get too far into that.
Jeremy,
What?
there's an old toothpick.
Dude, yeah. Will we use this at the house? Boy, these people like whatever's in this jar. I mean, they're everywhere. There's another, oh, Crisco oil. There we go, people. Crisco oil bottles. That's what them are, because they are everywhere. So somebody liked fried chicken or something. All right. What we got here? What's that say? Wizard 4-piece toaster. Think we can take that home? Use it? Oh, here we go. Old Pepsi Cola pop can. Yeah, you can tell this stuff's been out here for a minute. And this isn't.
You got this one?
Yeah, well, pick it up. What is it?
No, I'm not that one.
What are you afraid to get? Well, see what that one is, and I'll look at this one. This one is Old Barg's Red Cream Soda. That's still around today.
Dr. Pepper.
Let's see. You got Dr. Pepper?
I got my favorite.
Yep, 12 full ounce Dr. Pepper can. That's pretty cool.
Looks like it still has stuff on it.
Well, here, get a drink.
No.
No? All right.
How about you?
Well, look around. Some of the smalls is what's more interesting. What's this bottle? It's Pepto-Bismol, I can tell you just by looking at it. That's what you take after Polish sausage night at the local restaurant.
There's another one.
It's an old wagon.
Old wagon. Well, let me get down here and let me see what we got going on.
Big wagon.
There's another one of them Crisco oil. Ooh, what's that?
It looks like a can.
Ready to something. Ready to use.
Oh.
Ring the Panda. Anybody know that? Ring the Panda?
This is probably
Oh, no.
Chinese.
Ping the Panda? Is that what it says? Ping the Panda? Pretty cool. Another Crisco oil jar bottle.
Yes.
Man, look at all them bottles back in there. Good night. I wonder if that's somebody's kitchen cabinet back in there.
So cool. This is probably all Chinese stuff.
There's an old plastic big wheel. Y'all remember riding those around when we was kids. Oh, here's an old. That one actually says Coca-Cola on it instead of Coke. I don't know if it's got a year or not. Doesn't have a year.
Ew.
Nope. Old Coca-Cola bottle.
Oh.
I know some of you probably think this is just junk, in which it is. I mean, we're not going to use any of it. I'd maybe try to figure a way to clean it up, but it's still cool. There's history here. I mean, there really is. Just have to kind of go through and see what all's here. Ooh, I just broke something under my foot. Glad I got my boots on. What's this? Oh, that's an old pool pump or something pump or yeah, pool pump or pump pretty much anything. Here's an old Mountain Dew can. I'd like to find one of these in really good condition and put it in my shop. That one could actually probably be. What'd you say you found?
Bike frame right there.
Bike frame. Hey, Mike from American Pickers, if you're looking for a bike frame, got one right there.
Here's something.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, a bunch of Mountain Dew cans.
There's a bunch of those.
I don't know. It might be part of a piece of farm equipment. What'd you find? Mylanta. That's like a Pepto-Bismol stuff, isn't it? Y'all remember what Mylanta is?
Oh, frog. What do you
How big? Frog or toad?
Black.
And just
What's that thing?
leave her go. Yep.
That is.
Well, I'm gonna work my way over. I already went man down twice today.
You're probably gonna go through the third time.
I almost got a bomb.
Bomb. Well, I can't say I would disagree with you. I don't know what the hell that is, or heck that is. Sorry, people. Sorry. I don't know what the heck that is. There's one there. I've seen another one like that down there.
Don't have nothing on either end.
I wonder, oh, you know what that could be? It could be an old, like, oxygen tank or like acetylene tank. Oh, it's empty. Flip it over. It's got a hole in it.
Got a.
That could be an old cistern float. Or like a crapper float.
What is this?
I bet that's what it is. Because it's got the plumbing pipe for it. Huh?
This looks like a drink.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Look it up on your phone.
No, I don't have my phone on.
Oh. I don't know what GE air conditioner looks like. I was trying to see some of these old bottles. I think this is these 7-Up. Oh, it says it on top. Schweppes. Anybody know what Schweppes was? Schweppes. No refill.
Cleaning stuff. It's probably cleaning stuff.
Might be. Green bottle. Anything up in there?
No.
I'm surprised you know it's clean.
Man, it's wet right there.
I don't care.
It's like a creek on me.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty cool find, guys. That was awesome. Let's see what else. Oh, here we go. It's something here. I don't know what that is. Lid to something.
Probably a lid to candy. Or
Stop.
something.
Sorry about that. I thought there was a deer standing right there. I didn't want granddaughter to get run down. All right, we'll work our way up through here. Go that way. Or follow me, or watch where you're walking. Where do you want to head to now? I guess head up that way and I'll follow you. Come on, Squirt. Oh! Pretty wild, that damage like that. Well, I know what happened to the rest of the house and stuff. Oh, look at this. Boom. There's two I found today. This one is a Wilson golf ball. Range floater. Well, hold on to that.
You want to go back that way, or you want to head up to the fence?
Oh, we can head up that way, head up to the fence. You sure there wasn't nothing else back in here? Oh, I am not going up that mess. Good night. Them honeysuckle trees. Nope, I'll pass. Guess we'll just wake our way up to. Is this the cattle? The second cattle field?
Yes.
We might jump deer up in here. Ugh. Bedded down, so I had to be careful. Man, them deer have just tore this electric fence up. At least stay close to us. Well, if there's deer bedded down in here, we're going to jump them. This is another one of our cattle fields, y'all. And deer bed down in here. You can see all the game trails, and we haven't had cattle over here in, excuse me, a couple years. There's some deer scat there, not trying to gross anybody out, but just to show you they are in here. We jump a deer, it's gonna startle not only them, but us. That was a pretty cool find back there. Yep. We'll come out up there, but we'll let the donkeys through. And hopefully they're up there and we show everybody. All right, guys. Let us get up this mountain here, and I'll get back with you in a minute. Whew, excuse me guys, I'm fat and I just walked that mountain. But anyway, here's our shelter barn for the animals. They can come and get away from the weather or the heat and escape the elements. Where's my boy? Earl, come here, Earl. What are you doing, bud? It's our pet Earl. Some of you heard me talk about him before. Saved him from a slaughterhouse. And he's our buddy. Come here. What are you doing, bud? What are you doing, huh? But he's like, I don't know, 200-pound potbelly pig / hog. And he's got his own personal heaven here in our barn. He's got that stall. And then this is our calving stall when we have baby calves, but he's taking it over so he's got plenty of room to move around and get ventilation or whatever. And this is our chicken coop, which is massive. I think it's 30 feet with a 12-foot dog leg, and then it also goes outside to a 12 by 12 by 12 exterior pen. No chickens in there right now. It's fall. We're not doing any chicken eggs through this winter. But I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 40, 16 laying boxes there. And then they have roosting poles to get in there and roost up at night. But yeah, that's where we keep our chickens. And then these are just our 2 main stalls again for the donkeys and cattle and whoever to get in here and escape the elements if it gets real stormy. Aaliyah, you want to introduce everybody to these 2?
No.
You don't want to?
Don't empty it yet.
Well, I will. This one here's Mama. She's one of our Jennies. And this is her daughter, who's our albino donkey. This is DJ. And these are our 2 donkeys. We had a third. His name was Donald. He was our 17-year-old Jack, who passed away a couple years ago. That was the father to that one. And any of you who haven't raised donkeys, they take about 14 months to be born, and he passed away before this one was born. But we have these 2 here. They've never been separated, and they just want to be petted on and loved on. How'd you get that bump on your nose? Did you see her nose? What happened to you? Huh? You waiting on your feet, aren't you? See her nose?
Yeah. What are you doing?
But they have a watering source out here in the field, which I'll show you in a minute. Plus they have an internal tank that if they want to kind of hang out in here, you know, clean pens and whatever. But their main, like I was saying, their main reason we brought them to the farm was to keep the coyotes down, because my wife actually called me one night on the way home from work and we had coyotes trying to get at our baby calves. And I'll take you out here and show you the calving, outside calving pen now. But that's our donkeys, and then our pet hog Earl. But pretty cool, pretty cool. Run you out here. Now we haven't mowed this yet this year, and like if you heard me saying, I think it was in yesterday's video or this one, I'm not for sure which one, but we run this as kind of a preserve back here as well. And so we don't mow it down very much. We mow it down some in the summer when they're the babies are a little bit bigger and what have you. But here's their outdoor pen. And now again, this is just their shelter barn. Of course, there's the 2 donkeys I just introduced you to. Come here. What are you 2 doing? Why are you being mean today? Hey, DJ. DJ, why are you being ornery? You want me to come in there and play with you? But yeah, just a simple outdoor pen so they can get out. And then of course they have access to 7 acres of land just over there that is strictly for them to run and move around and do what have you. And those dirt pads, or the dirt bathtubs as I call them, is what they create to keep themselves free of flies and what have you. But then this ridge back here, obviously Mother Nature created the ridge. We had nothing to do with it, but we cleaned it off, took a lot of the dead trees and foliage off. Now granted, this all can be mowed down, it's pretty thin, but we put this pond in so the deer and wildlife have water up here available on top of the ridge. And you know, there's frogs and fish and whatever in there. And Yeah, so when we cleared all this off, I'm not gonna go walk through all that right at this second, but you got this tree here, and then there's a half a dozen walnut trees right there, which we keep for the walnuts. We took all the brush and brushed it up around the base of the trees, so the rabbits have a place to burrow their young and have a way to get away from coyotes and bobcats and foxes, because we have foxes, bobcats, and coyotes here like you wouldn't believe. The coyotes are terrible, terrible. Fortunately, the donkeys keep those at bay. And then this is also used as a how can I say this, more or less a hunting ridge, okay? Because we do take some wildlife off this ridge to sustain ourselves, if that makes sense. And there's my tree stand up there, so I have full access to the whole ridge. I know how some people feel about that and some don't, but don't want to get into detail, but that's what we also use the ridge for as well. Try to think what else there is back here interesting to show you. But anyway, it's just absolutely beautiful. You've seen the lake, you've seen our views up here on the ridge, you've seen the other views of the pictures I've shown you in the past. This here, this section here, is actually another cattle field. There's 3 here, so we can move cattle from one field to the other throughout the summer to keep them plenty of food to sustain them without having to get into you know, our hay reserves and things like that. But we'll get out here, we'll get this trimmed down as soon as the breeding or the mating season for the deers come through here in a few months. And generally this is mowed down like somebody's front yard. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous back here. We want to put a gazebo right there on that pond bank. We just haven't done it yet. Of course, this summer you guys have been following us around now. We're just never here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you have, make sure to like and comment. See how much attention it's getting. If you guys want to see content like this all the time, I'll create another channel so we're not interfering with the car stuff. But very cool, very cool. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be the end of this episode. It's probably gonna be about an hour long anyway. And I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Make sure to take a moment to subscribe to the channel for us. Helps everything out. Like, hit the notification bell. And if you want your free merch, free stickers, make sure to come see us at a show. Give you all the free merch you want. If you want free stickers, just shoot me over an email with all your information. I'll get that out to you. And we're working on our merch store as we speak. So other than that, thanks for watching. I appreciate the heck out of all of you. We'll see you next time.